Hello and welcome everyone on this official platform of Legacy IAS Academy. So today in this video, I'm going to discuss about Russian Revolution. Now, Russian Revolution, which is considered as one of the biggest revolution in the world in 1970. Russian Revolution can be marked in two phases, which is called as one is called as February Revolution and another is called as October Revolution. Russian Revolution was led by Vladimir Lenin, that who was the head of Bolsheviks. Now there are various ideals of Russian Revolution. Now there is a debate whether Russia has Russia has betrayed its own ideals by its leaders. So these things we need to understand, that did Russian Revolution betray its own ideals? Now this history is hidden in the time period of Lenin as well as Stalin. Now Russian Revolution, which was happened in 1917, is considered as the first real revolution in the world. Russian Revolution is considered as first real revolution. Yes. Now, why Russian Revolution of 1917 is considered as first real revolution? Why first real revolution? Before Russian Revolution, various major revolutions took place in the world, like American Revolution, French Revolution, and others. But in all the revolutions, revolution was done by working class and peasant class. But after the revolution, power came under the control of elites or upper class. That means lower class, that is working class and peasant class, never got the real power in their own hands. But Russian Revolution was a different one, where power came in the hands of working class as well as peasants. Now, that is why it is called as first real revolution. Second, for the first time in the world, it was the victory of communism. Yes, with Russian Revolution, for the first time, victory of communism in the world. Before Russian Revolution, communism and socialism was just a theory. Ideals of Karl Marx was there, but Russian Revolution made the ideas of Karl Marx applicable. Clear, everyone? Now the third important thing, Russian Revolution became inspiration for other countries. Yes, it became inspiration for other countries like India. For example, Bhagat Singh was very much inspired by the ideals of Russian Revolution, and that is why in 1924 Bhagat Singh said, now imperialism and capitalism are both my enemies. Then it has also profound impact on Second World War. Yes, it has impact on Second World War. That is why Russian Revolution is considered as one of the biggest revolution in the world. Now the question here is, it was led by Bolsheviks under the leadership of Vladimir Lenin on the basis of Marxist principle of socialism. Now the question here is, what are the ideals of Russian Revolution? तो Russian Revolutions के ideals क्या क्या है? So there are four important ideals of Russian Revolution. So let me tell you four important ideals. First, overthrow of autocracy. Yes, Russian Revolution was against the autocrat ruler, that is Tsar Nicholas II, because before Russian Revolution, Russia was the empire and it was under the control of Tsar Nicholas. Getting my point? Tsar Nicholas II. His rule was autocrat in nature, exploitative in nature. That is why Russian Revolution was against the autocracy. They wanted to overthrow the autocracy and they wanted to establish the rule of proletariats, that is working class and peasants. Getting my point? Second, Russian Revolution was called for the democracy of working classes. Yes, this is one of the most important ideals because this included workers who were exploited from the capitalist as well as feudal class in Russia. That is why it is one of the important ideals that democracy should be there for working classes, that is proletariats. Clear? Third is international solidarity. Yes, it was the global vision, and with Russian Revolution, Marxist internationalism was spread. Getting my point? This was the vision of Lenin. Clear, everyone? So that working classes from all over the world who are exploited by the capitalists, they should come together, unite together against the capitalist class. Clear? Then equality and liberation. Yes, in reality, the real meaning of equality and liberation can be seen in Russian Revolution, which preferred equality for working class, peasants, even women. And this was the ultimate goal of Russian Revolution. Getting my point? It talks about economic equality, gender equality, etc. Clear? So these are the ideals of Russian Revolution. Getting my point? Now, after the revolution, so what are the achievements of Russian Revolution that we need to understand? So first, what are the achievement of revolution? तो पहला achievement क्या था? End of Tsar Nicholas II regime. Yes, end of Tsarist regime. Clear? So, as I have said that Russian Revolution is evolved in two phases. One is called as February Revolution, another is called as October Revolution. So, in February Revolution, according to Russian Julian calendar, which happened in Russia, so according to February Revolution, the power of Tsar Nicholas II was ended, and later Tsar and his wife was executed. So this ended, this abolished the power of Tsar Nicholas II, and February Revolution ended the rule of Tsar Nicholas II. October Revolution consolidated the power under the hands of Soviet. Soviet is a group of working classes. Getting my point? Second aim was workers and peasant reforms. Yes, before the revolution, workers and peasants, their situation was pathetic in nature. They were exploited by the feudal lord. They were exploited by the capitalists. That is why Bolshevik revolution nationalized the land. Land redistribution was there. Factories were nationalized and worker committees were formed and redistributed lands to peasants, which were under the control of feudal lords. Getting my point? Because if you see the condition of Russia, Russia was having the bastard feudalism. Getting my point? And that those feudal lords, they had a support from Tsar Nicholas II. Getting my point? Then third important thing, withdrawal from First World War. Yes, it is also one of the proposals of Lenin. Lenin, since the beginning of First World War, was against the Russia's entry in First World War. Why? Because Russia was already facing the financial crisis. So when Russia got involved in First World War, Russia went into the financial bankruptcy. That is why it was one of the proposals that Russia should not involved in First World War. So in 1917, Russia withdrew from First World War and Russia signed the treaty with Germany called as Treaty of Brest-Litovsk with Germany. Getting my point? Now the last important thing, gender reforms. Yes, for the very first time in Russian Revolution, which talks about gender reforms. So early Soviet policies with respect to women, they granted women right to vote, right to marry, divorce, etc. and etc. So various reforms were taken. These are the early reforms in Russian Revolution. So these are the achievements of Russian Revolution. Getting my point? Now, after the revolution, what happened in Russia? A civil war took place. Yes. Now, how this civil war took place in Russia? Now, if you see this, now civil war in Russia. So in Russia, civil war was started between three groups, specially. कौन से ग्रुप्स थे? Bolsheviks, socialist revolutionaries. Getting my point? And Tsarist, who were supporting Tsar. Bolsheviks are called as red. Socialist, they are called as green. And Tsarist, white. Getting my point? Now, the civil war was started in Russia. Now, in this, Bolshevik committed huge crimes against different political parties. और ये necessary भी था because Russia was just evolved in 1917. That is why during the time period of Lenin, Red Terror was used. They have committed large number of crimes. Getting my point? And purgification was also there. So different opposition parties and different political parties को eliminate किया गया because that was necessary at that time during the time period of Lenin. Getting my point? So a civil war took place in Russia. Opposition parties were mixed bag consisting social revolutionaries. Mensheviks were there. Getting my point? Mensheviks like moderates, liberals. Then ex-Tsarist officers were there. These groups were there in civil war. And इनका aim क्या था? To set up a genuine democratic government on Western lines. अब इन्हें government कैसी बनानी थी on Western line? Western line means capitalist line, liberal lines. That was against the ideals of Russian Revolution. That was against the ideals of Bolsheviks. Clear? That is why in response to this, Bolsheviks launched Red Terror, during which thousands of social revolutionaries and other opponents were shot down and they were arrested also. So the situation got very complicated when US, Britain, Japan, France, जब इन सभी country ने अपनी troops को भेजा in eastern part of Russia like Vladivostok and all. Clear? But Bolshevik troops under the leadership of Trotsky was the right hand of Lenin. He was also the foreign minister of USSR. Clear? So during the time period of Lenin, Trotsky was there and their army was disciplined and successfully they forced Western armies to retreat from there. So इस तरीके की situation थी कहां पर? रशिया में. Now, after the Russian Revolution, remember this thing, socialist ideals were taken. Socialist ideals kaise? Now try to understand. For example, agricultural crisis came. Why agricultural crisis came? Because, as I have said, land was given to the peasants. Land किसको दे दी गई? Peasants को. From feudal lords. Land was redistributed among the peasants. Now, in this scenario, agriculture was performed by peasants, but production जो होगी agriculture की, production was given to the state. Getting my point? Agriculture was under the control of peasants, but production was under the control of state. So state will decide everything. In this scenario, farmers brought production down. Farmers brought agriculture down. यहाँ पर क्या हो गया? Farmers brought agricultural production down. Clear? And this resulted into famine. This resulted into famine in 1921. This created agricultural crisis. Second is industrial crisis. Now, how industrial crisis? Now try to understand. With the Russian Revolution, now industries came under the control of working class. Industries किसके पास आ गई? Industries came under the control of working class, but working class lacked experience in entrepreneurship. वर्किंग क्लास के पास एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप का एक्सपीरियंस ही नहीं था. एंड इन दिस सिनेरियो, रिमेंबर दिस थिंग, प्रोडक्शन वेंट डाउन. एज प्रोडक्शन वेंट डाउन, inflation was high, and this resulted into close down of industries. So production went down, and because of this, inflation was high. As a result, industries were closed. Clear? Now third is financial crisis. So because of an agricultural crisis, industrial crisis, financial crisis was there in Russia. Now how to cope with this financial crisis? How to counter this financial crisis? In this scenario, Lenin came out with a policy called as New Economic Policy in 1921. Getting my point? So in this scenario, Lenin came out with New Economic Policy in 1921. Now what was that New Economic Policy? In this New Economic Policy, the first important thing, that heavy industries will be under the control of state. Getting my point? But private sector are allowed in small industries. Getting my point? Heavy industries under the control of state, and private sector was allowed in small industries. Clear? Second important thing in this, now PDS shops were there. Retail shops were also allowed to open. PDS shops were there, but retail shops were also allowed. Getting my point? Third important thing. Now if you see the geography of Russia, Russia's industrialization since the beginning was dependent from foreign investments. Getting my point? So here Lenin allowed foreign investments will be given all security and guarantee. All security and guarantee. मतलब अब लेनिन क्या चाह रहे हैं कि फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट्स आए. And the last important thing here is farmers have to pay part of produce, and farmers have to pay part of produce, and they can keep surplus and sell it in common market. Getting my point? अब farmers को क्या अलाउ कर दिया है? They can pay part of produce and surplus they can sell it in common market. Now if you see these ideals, so don't you think that these ideals are gradually deviating from the socialist ideal? So this was a deviation from socialist ideals. Getting my point? Now अब यहां पर देखिए, PDS shops were there, but retail are also allowed. Limited capitalism. Now foreign investment, part of capitalism. Then farmers can pay the part of produce, and surplus they can sell it in common market. This was the deviation from, remember this thing, socialist ideals. Getting my point? ये याद रखिएगा. So Lenin died in 1924. Getting my point? So अब लेनिन के टाइम पीरियड में, see the time period of Lenin, Russian Revolution took place, then Civil War took place. Civil War, that means hostile environment compelled Lenin to become authoritarian in nature. है ना? सिविल वॉर ने क्या किया? लेनिन को अथॉरिटेरियन बनने पर मजबूर कर दिया क्योंकि हॉस्टाइल एनवायरनमेंट है. क्लियर? सो लेनिन died in 1924. Now try to understand. Lenin died in 1924. Now after his death there was a conflict within his party. कैसे? अब there were two contenders after his death. Two contenders. कौन कौन? One was Trotsky, who was the right hand of Lenin. Second was Stalin. Trotsky wanted that Russian revolution should spread in other countries also. He calls Russian revolution as permanent revolution. Getting my point? But Stalin's ideology was different. Stalin wanted revolution in one country only. Revolution in single country. Stalin wanted revolution in single country. Getting my point? So, after the death of Lenin, Stalin started political purgification. That means he again started eliminating those people who are against him. Even Trotsky was arrested and eliminated. Getting my point? So, Stalin was authoritarian in nature. Getting my point? Now, if you see the time period of Stalin, then you will understand that Stalin's philosophy was based on four things. Some important things, like he focused on personality cult. Another important thing, Stalin किस चीज पे फोकस कर रहे हैं? Stalin focus was on that revolution. Getting my point? Revolution in single country. Then third important thing, he has created bureaucratic elites in socialism. Bureaucratic elite in socialism. And the last fourth, socialism should spread in other parts of the world through the international organization, that is Comintern. Communist International. So, Lenin died in 1924, Stalin emerged as the ruler. Clear? So, all the leaders who played an important role in Russian Revolution, those leaders were eliminated by Stalin, like Trotsky. And on the other hand, political democracy, clear, freedom of speech, these things were destroyed. Even dissent was not tolerated. During the time period of Stalin, Stalin was a truly dictator, and these had adverse effect on development of socialism. Socialism is not about the dictatorship. Clear? हम हमेशा हिटलर, मुसोलिनी को बोलते हैं. The situation in USSR was more terrible. Getting my point? So the situation जो है वहां पर USSR में, वो पूरी तरीके से violations हो रहे हैं. Human rights, all kind of violations were there. Getting my point? People were forced for collectivism, collective farming. So बहुत सारे लोगों को मारा गया. So the policies of Stalin was against the ideals of Marxism of the revolution. Clear? Now, so what Stalin did, Stalin abolished new economic policy of Lenin. स्टालिन ने क्या किया, न्यू इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी जो लेनिन लेकर आए थे उसको अबॉलिश किया, एंड स्टालिन स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम 1929 5-year plans, and this is one of the most important thing, and because of this 5-year plans, remember this thing, that Russia or USSR emerged as a major industrial power, and they started played crucial role in world affairs. Second important thing, it made rapid economic progress and was not affected by economic slowdown of 1929. In 1929, in capitalist countries, especially United States of America and Western Europe, great economic depression came. But at the same time, in 1929, USSR was shining. Clear? Third important thing, small land holdings were brought under collective farming so that tractors and other farm machinery could be employed. And this time individual ownership of farms was ended. यहाँ पर individual ownership end कर दी स्टालिन ने, and people were forced to join this. Getting my point? Collective farming method, and जो नहीं join करते थे, they were killed. This led to many atrocities. Millions of people were perished during this period. And industry mainly produce heavy machinery. Industries यहाँ पर क्या produce कर रही थी? Heavy machinery, military goods. Getting my point? But they lack focus on basic goods. Getting my point? Later it will create economic crisis in USSR. These were the policies of Stalin. Now, if you see, अगर अब हम बात करें जिसपे हमारा ये पूरा वीडियो डिपेंड करता है, did Russian Revolution betrayed its own ideals? What are the evidence of betrayal? Now, if we see, despite the early achievements of the Russian Revolution, remember this thing, the revolution's trajectory under Lenin and especially under Joseph Stalin deviated from its own socialist ideals. Now, what are the important things that mentions that Russian Revolution betrayed from its ideals? So the first thing is suppression of democracy. अब democracy को कैसे suppress किया गया आइए समझते हैं, है ना? First thing is Lenin's role. What is the role of Lenin? Lenin ने क्या किया? Lenin dissolved the Constituent Assembly in 1918. अब आप कहेंगे कि क्यों किया? Because civil war situation was there. Getting my point? So after, now why he dissolved this Constituent Assembly? Because Bolsheviks lost the majority and it resulted into civil war. Clear? Second important thing, rise of one party state. Yes, after the revolution, other political parties were banned and eliminated, and Russia became one, USSR became one party state. Third is Soviet democracy. Now, Soviet democracy, while Soviet कौन थे? Worker council. But after the revolution, these worker councils, now they were supposed to be democratic, but they became instrument of Bolshevik party. So this is the suppression of democracy. This is the betrayal from the ideals. Clear? Second, authoritarianism and repression. Now how? So let me tell you, when civil war was going on, at that time red terror was used. So Cheka and red terror. Cheka was the secret police. Clear? And the policies, अब चेका ने कौन सी पॉलिसीज यूज की? लाइक रेड टेरर. जो भी अगेंस्ट में थे कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी के, देवर एलिमिनेटेड. देवर और एक्सेस में दोनों ही साइड ने क्या किया? क्राइम्स कमिट किए. बट हियर Bolsheviks has committed the huge war excess. Getting my point? Heinous crimes. Labor camps were created. Concentration camps were created. Getting my point? So mainly, if you see, during the time period of Lenin, already authoritarianism was started, repression was started. Now the third important thing is economic policies and inequality. Now economic policies and inequality, war, communism and new economic policy contradictions. Now war communism जब हम कहते हैं, that means harsh measures were taken. कैसे? Nationalization of land, banks. Getting my point? In nationalization of industries. So these things has created widespread discontent. Second important thing, new economic policy. Okay, now new economic policy, again they started that limited capitalism, private sector should be allowed in small industry. So ये क्या हो गया यहाँ पर, रशियन रेवोल्यूशन के आइडियल्स में कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन आ रहा है न्यू इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसीज के थ्रू. Getting my point? So this will confuse the people. This will be considered as a betrayal. Getting my point? Now, another important thing. So whether Stalin's time period should be considered as the era of ultimate betrayal. अब इसके लिए हमें स्टालिन की पॉलिसीज को समझना पड़ेगा. Stalin, who was a son of Georgian shoemaker, he was also authoritarian in nature. Getting my point? Now, during the time when Stalin came, he started eliminating those leaders who were close to Lenin, who were also involved in Russian Revolution, like Trotsky. Trotsky was eliminated and arrested, है ना, 1929 में. So Stalin's time period, because Stalin has witnessed कि लेनिन के टाइम पीरियड में क्या हो रहा है, फार्मर्स जो हैं वो कॉमन मार्केट में क्या कर रहे हैं, सेल कर रहे हैं, है ना. तो स्टालिन जो है लेनिन के टाइम पीरियड में देख रहा है, विटनेस कर रहा है, क्लियर दैट सिविल वॉर वाज गोइंग ऑन, फार्मर्स ब्रॉट द प्रोडक्शन डाउन. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? A limited democracy or limited capitalism was allowed, but Stalin was against this. As I have said, his policy was personality cult. He wanted to make USSR great, clear. Then third important thing, he wanted to spread the ideals through Comintern, and he has created bureaucratic elites in socialism. Getting my point? So the first important thing is totalitarianism in Stalin's time period. Yes, totalitarianism. अब ऐसा क्यों? Because during the time period of Stalin, he abandoned any pretense of proletarian democracy. पूरी तरीके से डेमोक्रेसी बंद कर दी. That means he established dictatorship. He established dictatorship and he consolidated his power through purgification, eliminated all the rivals within the party also. Second, forced collectivization. Millions of peasants were forced to work on collective farming. Getting my point? और जिन्होंने मना किया, they were killed. Getting my point? So here, because various people were died and also a heinous famine came in Ukraine area. Then third important thing, bureaucratic elite. Now a new ruling class of party officials emerged here. अब कार्ल मार्क्स ने कहा था एक क्लासलेस सोसाइटी होनी चाहिए, बट स्टालिन, मार्क्सिज्म जो है वो क्लासलेस सोसाइटी की बात करता है, बट हियर स्टालिन हैज क्रिएटेड अ न्यू क्लास, दैट इज ब्यूरोक्रेटिक एलीट, अगेन विच इज अगेंस्ट द आइडियल्स ऑफ सोशलिज्म. क्लियर? देन सप्रेशन ऑफ इंटरनेशनलिज्म. Stalin said socialism in one country. This policy marked a retreat from global revolution. Getting my point? Now, if you see the debates with respect to this, so why these things are there? So there are various debates and interpretations. अब कैसे ये हुआ? Now try to understand. Lenin versus Stalin, है ना? Lenin versus Stalin. कैसे? Now कुछ स्कॉलर्स कहते हैं that policies of Lenin were necessary during the time period of civil war. लेनिन की पॉलिसीज जरूरी थी during the time period of civil war, but policies of Stalin can be truly marked as a betrayal. स्टालिन की पॉलिसीज ने पूरी तरीके से रशियन रेवोल्यूशन के आइडियल से बीट्रे किया है. कुछ लोगों का कहना है कि the seeds of authoritarianism was sown by Lenin only and followed by Stalin, promoted by Stalin. Second, pragmatic versus ideals. Yes, now defenders of Bolsheviks, they say that there was a compromise from, compromise कैसे हुआ socialist ideal से, between, because of new economic policy and socialist ideal where limited capitalism was allowed. That is also considered as betrayal, but those policies were necessary for the development of the country. Then third, global context क्या कहता है? Global context says that if we see the location of Russia, Russia is surrounded by the capitalist power. Getting my point? Russia किससे surrounded है? It was surrounded by the capitalist power, and in that hostile environment to survive. So अब जब रशिया पूरी तरीके से सराउंड है कैपिटलिस्ट पावर्स के द्वारा, so in that hostile environment it is necessary for Russia to become authoritarian. Getting my point? So that they can fulfill their internationalist ambitions. Getting my point? Overall, if we see, अब एक चीज याद रखिएगा, whether Russian revolution betrayed its own ideals or not, this depends on the mindset of the author. Getting my point? So ultimately revolution betray कर रहा है अपने ideals को, ये depend करता है हर author के interpretation पर. Getting my point? And when we say betrayal, we need to look at the historical conditions also under which that revolution is pursued. Getting my point? So there is no yes or no, but we need to substantiate this argument. Getting my point? So this is all about Russian Revolution, whether Russian Revolution has betrayed its own ideals or not. Thank you so much.